And then we're getting new wonder weapons. We're getting the decontaminator shield. This image alone looks sick. So this is the new map, decontaminator shield, an all new wonder weapon offering superior protection. They're gonna break down all the tiers for us too. Let's go. I'm kind of excited for this new objective. Yo, so we're getting side Easter eggs. All right, and welcome back, guys. And holy crap, we just got a ton of Call of Duty information, whether that be for Warzone, MP, or Zombies. We got a roadmap. We got everything coming next season, starting next week on February 14th. In this video, we're going to break down everything as quick as possible in a rapid style video. That way you can quickly watch this video and get right back into game. We're going to quickly go over the Warzone stuff, talk a little bit about the MP stuff, and we're going to go super in detail about all the zombie stuff, everything you know in regards to that. If you're new here, want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. And on top of that, I gotta give a massive thanks to everybody to like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety, as it does massively help me out. Starting off, looking at the roadmap, this roadmap looks so much different than any roadmap we sold for Cold War or Vanguard thus far. They've laid it out differently, and it kind of looks like there's just more stuff here. I don't know if it's because the layout and if we put these things vertically like it was before, if it is still overall the same amount of content. But starting off with the first section over here to the left, we've got the Warzone content. New map locations: Chemical Factory in Caldera, Research Labs in Caldera. We got Rebirth Reinforced. We got new modes. We got Caldera Crash, Iron Trials for Rebirth in season, a bomber plane coming to Warzone, which is pretty interesting. And then we've got the Search and Deploy event. I'm pretty sure the event will probably also be for Vanguard MP. Zombies doesn't really seem to get events for this game, so maybe Zombies will get it. I hope so. Well, I guess we'll cover that as we get to that. There's a redeployment balloon, armored transport truck, portable decontamination stations, and then ammo and kill streak stuff going on with that as well. Now moving on to the multiplayer changes, we're getting two new maps. We're getting Gondola, and we're getting Cash Blanca, and I probably butchered the crap out of that. New modes, we're getting ranked play in beta, and that's not in season. So starting next week, it looks like ranked play is going to be in Vanguard MP, which is kind of cool. Then we're getting arms race, motorcycles, and tanks. And I think arm race is going to be a lot like ground war. That is something not coming at launch. That's going to be in season. We're getting a Valentine's Day event, which hopefully they break down exactly what that is in the blog post, which we're going to read right after this. And then we're getting a new vehicle, which is the Gamma, which that's probably going to be for the new arms race, ground war style mode. Finally, moving into the Zombies information. So we're getting a new map, Terra Maldeca. Dude, I butchered the crap out of that. So new map, and with the new map, obviously you're going to get a new enemy that's talking over the whole thing as well. So a new map and a new enemy, which I wonder if they're adding the story quest, if it's going to be for the first map or if it's going to be for the second map. We're getting new areas: Corrupted Lands, Eastern Desert, and Hall of Truth, which this is all just one thing. I'm not sure why they broke this one thing down into 4 different things. Obviously, if we're getting a new map, this is going to be the hub, and these are going to be the 3 different areas you teleport to. So this all should have kind of just been stuck in this one new map thing. We're getting Eastern Desert, Hall of Truth, and Corrupted Lands. Okay, the Corrupted Lands has got me interested. I really want to see what that's about. And then we're getting new wonder weapons. We're getting the decontaminator shield, which, yes, we're getting a shield wonder weapon. I'm excited about that. I wonder if you can get that out of the box, if it has to be built. Maybe they'll break it down in the blog post. I haven't quite read through all that yet. Then we're getting the ray gun. I mean, I'm glad we're getting this. This 1000% should have been in the game at launch. There's really no excuse to be adding this now. Like the fact that it's been in every other Zombies game at launch, but I'm glad we're at least gonna get it. I'm not gonna be upset that we're getting it because obviously it's reused content, but I'm just glad we're getting it now. I just kind of wish it was in the game at launch. It would have given us something to do. New story quest, that's gonna be awesome. I'm glad to be able to do that. We're getting a new objective. We're getting the sacrifice objective, which scares me a little bit. As you guys know, in season 1 they added a new objective. The new objective they added definitely made gameplay worse. It kind of slowed down the pace of everything, and unfortunately you can't always choose which objectives you're going to do. So hopefully the new objective is good and doesn't mess up the flow. Then we're getting a new ally. We're just going to call it the last because you guys know I can't pronounce very well. And with that, the new ally, obviously we're getting a new artifact. And what the ally/artifacts thing is, that's kind of the field upgrade. So that's going to be like Frost Blast, Energy Mine. This is going to be healing Aurora from Cold War. So now, after 3 months of updates, Vanguard now has the same amount of field upgrades that Cold War launched with, and they're all exactly the same. But who knows? Maybe Healing Aura is actually going to be pretty good this time around. We'll just have to see, because in Cold War, it wasn't the best field upgrade in the game. It was kind of fun and had some niche uses, but who knows? Now that they're adding it in as a DLC field upgrade, maybe they're going to buff it in certain ways that makes Healing Aura actually super powerful in this. Now, going over, this is stuff coming to all three of these. So this is the new weapons, and this affects Warzone, MP, and Zombies. So new weapons, we're getting the KG M40, which looks to be an LMG. We're getting the Wheatley, which once again kind of looks like an LMG. We'll break down. They talk about these later in the blog post. Then we're getting an ice axe, which honestly reminds me of one of the first weapons we got in World War II for DLC weapons. So we'll have to see and test that out. That's not coming till end season. We're getting new perks. We're getting Mechanic and Armory. Mechanic is probably going to repair the vehicles, and I mean, they'll probably break it down. Then they're talking about new operators. We're getting 2 at launch. We're getting Thomas and Anna, and then mid-season we're getting Gavasto. And then new bundles, Heartbreaker, which honestly looks kind of sick. The Mecha Menace, which honestly looks kind of sick. The Pack Leader Ultra Skin bundle. We are getting our first Ultra Skin. I guess technically in season 1 we did get one Ultra Skin, but it looks like we are getting another Ultra Skin. So a ton of information. And one thing to notice about Zombies, none of this says in season. Since none of the stuff in Zombies says in season content, we should be getting all of this on the 14th, which is very exciting stuff. But with that, let's break into the blog post, which is going to give us additional information on everything we just covered. All right, so here we are. This is the blog post with the additional information. Starting off, they go through all of the Warzone stuff. So anything we talked about in the roadmap, they break down in detail. I'm not going to talk about all this here because we don't really cover a lot of Warzone. We're really just going to talk about the MP and Zombies. But if there was anything in the roadmap you wanted to see, this is going to be linked below. They talk about the Nebula V ammo. They talk about the Nebula bombs. They talk about the portable decontamination stations, the armored trucks, the chemical factory, all the new locations. But we're going to pass through all that stuff, and we're going to move right on to Vanguard MP. So first they talk about the ranked play, then the fact that we're getting the 2 new multiplayer maps. So yeah, we're getting ranked play, which I mean, we don't need to really talk about that too much. The new maps, which I mean, I guess we'll see them when we play them. We're not going to talk a ton about that. 2 perks, lethal grenade and kill streak. Oh, so we're getting the ball turret gunner kill streak. I don't even see that in the roadmap. So that is a new kill streak. Well, it's not a new kill streak. This was in World War II, and it was pretty freaking powerful in World War II MP. It's going to be a 12 kill streak, going to last for 30 seconds. Okay, that's pretty sick. We'll have to see exactly. That's less. It was like 18 kills in World War II. So hopefully it's still as strong. Gonna be kind of crazy getting this on shipment, so we'll have to test that out. A familiar sight for veteran players, the sticky bomb is a direct rifle to the frag grenade and gammon bomb. So, we're getting the sticky grenade, and that looks exactly like the World War II sticky grenade. That's exciting stuff. Armory, perk 1. A direct counter to Engineer. Armory is ideal for operators who use more than just their weaponry in combat. Nameless placeable demolition charges, constructible mine, and placeable field upgrade and pieces. So now you can place your claymores, or I guess there's not claymores in this game. Bad example. But all of your different explosives around the map, and people with Engineer aren't going to see it. Then we've got Mechanic. Mechanic provides a reasonable buff to field upgrade charge time. Oh, so now you can get your field upgrades quicker, making it a must-have for completing challenges related to them or operators who just love using them. So if you're using some sort of challenge or doing something that requires you getting your field upgrade constantly, this is going to help with that. Celebrate Valentine's Day in Vanguard. Please let this event be for Zombies as well. Please just don't be a multiplayer event. Don't have an IRL duo for season 2 launch day. Vanguard will feature a Valentine's Day themed experience with some double XP opportunities and thematic changes dropping around this time. No love is needed to enjoy it. Just invite some friends, prepare to be the true King of Hearts. So it doesn't, I guess it's just theming. It doesn't really seem to be an actual event with challenges. It might just be a theme. Coming in season, arms race and vehicles. So arms race with armored war machines is bigger than infantry combat. It's piloting motorcycles, squad transport vehicles, tanks, enemy bases. This other feature experience arrives season 2. Sledgehammer Games release, and so yeah, this essentially is just going to be ground war for Modern Warfare 2019. So we'll give it a shot. We'll test it out. I wasn't a huge fan of ground war in Modern Warfare 2019, but maybe there'll be some changes in here, and maybe I'll like it. Obviously, we'll try it out and we'll see how it is. Finally, moving into Zombies. Let's see what we have in store next week for Zombies. This image alone looks sick. This is in the Dark Aether. They talked about giving us the Dark Aether map. This is in the Dark Aether. That is sick. Dimension shift in the Dark Aether opens. The undead assault heats up in Aegean's eastern desert, where a portal to Dark Aether opens alongside new arenas. A new artifact. Okay, so they're just giving it. So new hub map and arena. So this is the new map, which that's a pretty good looking. Oh, dude, look at the red Dark Aether crystals. That is sick, which makes me wonder why, the Dark Aether camo isn't red. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Durafang was just the beginning as the undead army prepares to invade a new front. Crafting Company take the fight to Vaughn's List in Terra Medalia, a new zombies experience set in Egypt's eastern desert and abroad. Gateways to the new arenas will open, including the Dark Aether itself, an entirely new location for Vanguard Zombies. Professor Kraft and his Special Forces fighters have established a beachhead with the Dark Aether in the fight against Von List. They'll risk everything to obtain a lost page from the Tomb of Rituals. The Tome of Rituals. This is the new ally. This is the new field upgrade we're getting. The Dark Aether entities continue a supernatural war through the mortal world as a new ally appears. A powerful enemy makes her presence known. New artifact power from Versa, the last healing aura, which it looks exactly like Healing Aura from Cold War. But like I said, they're going to break down all the tiers for us too. Let's go. The last Dark Aether entity to lend her powers to battle Devon's List. A newcomer to our world seeks revenge on Corfex. Her element command, life energy, blah, blah, blah. Healing Aurora's base ability and upgrade include. So base tier. The Wand of Wild summons life energy, instantly heal yourself and allies to full health. It doesn't seem like they have to be nearby. They can be anywhere on the map, just like Cold War. Tier 2, knock down normal enemies and stun special enemies near each player. Tier 3, revive all downed allies. Tier 4, revive allies and their lost perks returned. That's pretty sick. The life energy persists at each player's locations for 10 seconds and continue to heal and revive players. So it's not much different than Cold War. It really sounds exactly like Healing Aura from Cold War, but who knows, now that it's in a different setting, it might actually be a little bit better. In Cold War, it actually wasn't the worst thing ever. We tested it out a few separate times. It was still pretty fun to use. It just obviously didn't compete with Ring of Fire. It didn't compete with Frost Blast, and those were the two big ones from Cold War. Once again, Ring of Fire and Frost Blast are the two big ones in Vanguard, but we'll definitely test out all 5 tiers, let you know exactly how it's going to go down and if it is worth using once it is added next week. And I'm just excited to test something new out. I kind of wish we got a new field upgrade. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of lame that this game launched with less field upgrades than Cold War, and when we finally get a new field upgrade, it's one that Cold War had on launch. This game, after this update, Vanguard will now have the exact same amount and the exact same field upgrades that Cold War had on day one. But that's not the point of this. Let's continue going on. The Deceiver, a cunning new shifty trickster. Those brave enough to survive in Durafang are I don't know. For multiple rounds, will come across the Deceiver, a powerful enforcer from the Dark Aether unleashed upon the world. For thousands of years, she served as Cortifex as one of his sisters of agony. Deep history of the Dark Aether. So is this going to be a boss fight, or is this something that just appears after a few rounds? So yeah, they don't really say. All they say is if you're able to survive for multiple rounds, you'll eventually come across her. And they say in Durafang or even the new map. So either map you're playing, you're going to be able to find her. And I don't know if she's just going to appear out of nowhere, or if it's going to be like an objective where all of a sudden you'll have a new objective, and instead of being like defend or any of the other stuff, it's going to have her face and it'll take you to like arena where you fight her. Kind of interesting. We'll have to see how they work that in. I don't know if this is the Easter egg. This doesn't appear to be the Easter egg. It sounds like it's its own event, which, hey, I guess we'll figure it out. But moving on to the super interesting stuff, Wonder Weapons return, both new and old. Look at that ray gun. I'm excited. Unfortunately, I'm not excited to try to get out of the box. Hopefully, it's a little bit easier to get out of the box in Cold War. If this brings back, the memories of trying to get that stupid ray gun out of the box, which that was only an issue on D Machina. All the other maps, you kind of just wanted the Wonder Weapon on that map. Our Special Forces operators are ready across a dozen ballistic-based weapons and some melee tools to fend off the undead. But in Season 2, 4 new weapons across Vanguard Warzone are just the beginning for what zombie fans can expect in their arsenal. Oh, and you got them side by side here, dude. Look at the ray gun right here. And then there's the new shield. Okay, let's see what they break down for us. To discover the Decontaminator shield, an all-new wonder weapon offering superior protection and the mighty... it's got a blast ability with unique personality of its own, so it's going to talk to you. Is only too happy to help Kraft's freedom fighters take down... Oh, so this is like a wonder weapon that talks. kind of like in Maured or Toad. I wonder if you probably have to build it. I don't think you're going to be able to get it out of the thing. The Wonder weapon is one that veterans will be familiar with. The classic ray gun returns to zombies. The gold, or rather the bright red standard for Wonder weapon since Call of Duty World at War. The ray gun fires circuit enemy beams that tear zombies apart. Look for it in the mystery box or as lucky loot from a match. So it can drop from enemies and it is going to be in the box. But all they say is it says explore. Oh, so dude, this Wonder weapon is only going to be for the new map. The only way to get the shield is going to be playing the new zombies map. So that means Duran Fong is never going to get its own Wonder weapon, which is kind of lame, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just glad we are getting a Wonder weapon. I wish they would go back and add a unique Wonder weapon to Duran Fong, because that's one of the first times we've got a new zombies map in a long time with never receiving a new Wonder weapon. I can't remember the last time we got a new zombies map that didn't have a unique Wonder weapon of its own. Because it's going to have the ray gun, but this is legitimately just the ray gun. It's not even like in Black Ops 4 when they made it like the Tundra gun and added like, you know, snow effects. So there's that. New objective, story quest, and side Easter eggs. Wait, so we're getting a main quest and we're getting side Easter eggs in the same patch? Let's go. Vanguard Zombies 6th objective calls upon players to a gruesome dark aether blood magic ceremony. Will suck the essence out of the surrounding undead. Once they feed, so this is, are we gonna have to fight those? Will spawn more zombies than they consumed, unleashing the horde upon the world. Prevent the zombies from filling all three, and the dark aether ceremony will be. So essentially what's gonna happen is there's gonna be these guys right here, and they're gonna be feasting upon zombies. And if they hit the number, you're gonna have to stop them before they feast upon a certain number. They're gonna unleash more than what they consumed. So that actually sounds kind of fun. I wasn't a big fan of the purge objective because legitimately the purge objective is just sitting on plates going around the map. But this, fighting these guys, this is an objective that sounds fun. If this is done right, this actually can be pretty sick. So I'm kind of excited for this new objective. Like, dude, the thought of having an enemy type that you're trying to kill before it does something, that's what objectives should be like. The objective shouldn't be, all right, all you gotta do is collect these runes. What you gotta do is sit on these discs. Like, this is cool. And if all the objectives were like different bosses and different things like that, I think it would have a little bit more replayability and stuff like that. The new map also presents players with a special story quest that introduced the new character, gives players access to the new shield. A series of special tasks and narrative revelation will advance the Dark Aether saga as players search for a missing page of the Tome of Rituals, maybe the key to defeating Von List. So it looks like to get the new shield, we already know it's only going to be on the new map, but you've got to do the story quest. I guess it's your reward for completing the Easter egg, which makes me think that when you do the Easter egg, because it didn't say this is the side Easter egg, this says this is the main story quest, and when you do it, it's going to give you the shield. So this might be something players are wanting to do every single game. Hopefully that's not the only way to get the shield. I kind of like it when Wonder weapons are also just in the box, but we'll have to see how that goes. In addition, side Easter eggs are returning in Vanguard Zombies, this time inspired by the classic origin map from Black Ops 2. Pick up a shovel and find hidden loot throughout the eastern desert, and even dig deeper, discover all the secrets has to offer. Yo, so we're getting side Easter eggs, and we're getting the shovel from Origins where we can dig things up. So that's pretty sick. We'll have to, dude, I'm excited to Easter egg hunt. I want to see what side Easter eggs are being added. I'm pretty excited for that. New Covenant, which every time they add new covenants kind of scares me, because if it's not a good covenant, it makes the game harder to play because it makes the good ones harder to get. So let's see the Artifact Wand. The new ability joins the Altar of Covenants with 3 tiers of rarity. Equip Artifact Wand for a chance to trigger your artifact for free when hit by a melee attack from the rear, which can come in. Ooh, so that's kind of cool. Rare, being hit by a melee attack on the back will have a chance to trigger it. Being hit with a melee attack has a higher chance. Being hit by a melee attack anywhere has a higher chance to trigger your artifact. So essentially what's going to happen is if you have Artifact Wand and you get hit by a zombie at the legendary tier, there's a chance that your artifact just goes off. So it's Healing Aurora, boom, all of a sudden that goes off. If it's Ring of Fire, boom, Ring of Fire spawns underneath you. If it's Frost Blast, boom, Frost Blast activated. That's kind of cool. I guess we'll test it out. We might do a video kind of testing out this covenant to see how effective it is, because this can either be really good or really bad. If it activates often and it's constantly going off, it's going to be really good. But if it's something where it's like a 1 in 20 chance, then I mean, I guess it depends on how much you're getting hit, but we'll see. We'll see how good it is. Vanguard and Warzone overview. Let's see if they talk about the new weapons at all here. So we're getting the new operators, which I'm not going to, like I said, we're trying to make this as short as possible. We're not going to dive into the backstory. Here's Anna. This will be linked below if you want to see more about her. Here's the other new operator, and there's this operator as well. Then we're getting 4 new weapons. Unlock the KG M40 assault rifle and the Whitley LMG day 1 through the battle pass. Then prepare to add the ice axe and the prototypical SMG as you settle into season 2. So this is going to be launch day in the battle pass. And then this is also going to be launch day in the battle pass. You're probably not going to get it on day 1 unless you buy tiers, because this is probably going to be like tier 15, tier 30, as they normally do it. In season, we're getting a new melee weapon, which is cool. I'm glad to be able to grind camos on that, but not super excited. And then we're also getting this SMG as well. Both of those going to be in season challenges. And then stay tuned can be unlocked in one of, oh wait, does it tell you one of 2 ways? Store bundle, no. So yeah, it's essentially saying you can buy it from the bundle or there will be a challenge. It doesn't really tell us what the challenge is going to be. Stay tuned for battle pass intel, guides, and more, and we're going to be covering those as soon as those come out. But yeah, this right here is everything we know about the update coming next week to Warzone, Vanguard MP, and Vanguard Zombies. I'm definitely excited to get in game and test it out. I want to see this Dark Aether map more than anything. I think this is what I'm most excited about, is this and the new Wonder Weapon. But at the same time, I'm excited for this, but it feels kind of empty. This is all stuff that should have been in the game at launch. Like, I'm excited they're doing this, but I don't think we should be giving them too much praise, because legitimately every single thing in this is stuff that we kind of needed to be in the game before it even launched out to the public. But hey, it is better late than never. I am excited we're getting this, and I'm excited to test out all the stuff in here. There's going to be a lot of stuff to just, you know, even if it's only fun once, let's be honest, even if all of this stuff is stuff where it's just fun doing one single time, it's better than not having it at all. So we're going to test out the ray gun. If it's lame, it doesn't make the game any more fun. Hey, at least we had fun testing it out. Same thing with the shield. Even if it's something that's only fun to use once, this is all stuff that at least got you playing the game again, which I have a feeling it's probably going to be the case for a lot of this. But it doesn't matter. As long as you have fun at least that one time, it is still something that would have been nothing regardless. But who knows? Maybe this is the update Vanguard needed, and after this, it's going to be something that people are playing every single day like Cold War, continuously grinding, continuously doing stuff on, but only time is going to tell. With that, guys, I'm going to end this one here. Make sure to sub if you want to see any more news once we get that in the following days. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, hey there. Thank you for watching the entire video. I've got to take this last moment here to give a huge thanks to everyone who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We've got the 2x Trader Purple. We've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin. We have the hero Arrow Pharaoh, and then we've got the absolute legend Peyton Perkins. Once again, got to get a huge thanks to all of them for becoming Unlock Plus Plus members here on YouTube.